Today, let us try and explore a beach called Batu Firangi. It's one of the famous beaches, is what I heard about it. So, when you're on the way in Central, you should be able to see a place called the George. It's a great place for you to come and take photos, videos, and all that stuff. Keep in mind, it's in Georgetown, proper Georgetown as such. Okay, the other thing that you need to notice is this town was planned hundreds of years ago. Okay, and the roads and all that were already made 100 years ago. Not that you build the buildings and make the roads, which actually happens in a place where I come from, like Karnataka. Okay, and it could be all over India as such. I don't want to comment on that part of it, but that's the tallest building in Penang. It's the Komthar. Okay, so basically, if you take a left and go, you're going to head towards Penang Hill. We're going to take the right. Okay, so we're going to take the right and go. And if you take a left, also you can go to the bridge that I've already shown you. If you've not seen it, please go ahead and see it. Where it was 9.5 kilometers long on the ocean as such. It's one of the most beautiful rides that you can get it. There's another bridge also which connects, which is 25 kilometers long. I didn't try that. I don't know why in the world I didn't try it. Okay, and what I really like about this is the discipline of these people. Okay, they're well disciplined and the roads are wide. Okay, well marked out. Okay, and everybody will stay in their lane as such. Bikes are going to be on the left, nobody's going to come on the left, only the bikes are going to go. That's how it is. That's how safe it is for even two-wheelers as such. And here you maintain good speed. It's not that you're going to be crawling, and it's a crawling pace and things like that. 25 kilometers is what I need to go. I did it in 25 minutes. I mean, that's the beauty what I've seen in Malaysia so far. So far, I've explored, Langkawi for 2 weeks. This is my seventh day, if I'm right. This is the seventh day. There is one Chinese temple. There are a lot of temples here, and in different shapes and all that. You can actually see it. What also I admire about is, not only have they kept the old town look, beautiful. They've also come out with great buildings. Tall, really, great buildings and such. You'll keep wondering, what to shoot, what not to shoot, or what can I see, what I can't see. Your neck is going to be working like crazy. Your eyes are going to be lit up with the beauty. I'm telling you, they believe in colors. Okay, and the buildings are made colorful as such. That even adds to it. Also, this is very humid. Okay, very hot country as such. Okay, even if it rains, it is very humid. But if you ask me, there are so many trees around it, you will not even feel it. And when you're riding it, the cool breeze that which comes, onto your face, nothing like it. Okay, so we're gonna go, and let me remind you, Penang actually happens to be an island like Langkawi. Okay, it is much bigger than Langkawi, for your information. Island is basically, it's all around water. But even though water is there all around, you can't get into water, and in many places. Okay, but today where we're going is a place that you can actually get into water, is what I understood about it. That's where we are actually going down to, and I'm admiring the beauty of the buildings as such. Through the trees that you look at it, and if you just keep noticing and things like that, you just wonder what kind of an architecture, or the architect that who has designed it. Okay, I do see a temple. Do I see a temple there? I do see a temple. I think it's far off, but I think you should be able to get it in the shot. In the coming shot, you should be able to. I can see it. I can see it in a far distance. Okay, so it is, for an Indian especially, he will love to come to place like Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, for the infrastructure they have built. Okay, and they made provision where you could travel, okay, at great pace and things like that, where you will find a lot of cars. Okay, I mean, but you don't find a traffic jam. Let me tell you about it. I also had an experience where we were traveling at cruising at 90 kilometers per hour, and not bumper to bumper. There used to be always, look at this, another great temple. There is at least about 2 meter gap between vehicles. Each vehicle were going at 90. They all know that if somebody 1 kilometer ahead suddenly jams the brake, next 1 kilometer people are going to ram each other. That's why they keep so much of a gap. In India, if you give so much of gap, somebody is going to squeeze in between. Here, they don't do that. They all know that if they do it, and it's going to, the traffic is going to get congested and things like that. So that way, everybody is able to smoothly cruise. And each signal is at least about 2 minutes long. So that means whichever signal you're stuck, you're going to pass through. You not only will pass one, and it's so coordinated that the next signal actually will turn green by the time you get there. So you can actually literally pass. So it is all well coordinated. Oh man. Just look at it. It's just beautiful for you to ride here. I'm telling you. Just you want to go to the right, you will be on the right here. Not like somebody in India, he's on the left and then he'll decide, I want to turn right. Oh man, I always think if this is the education that has to be taught, it has to be taught to us in Indians as such. To get this shot, you won't believe how I had to turn the camera and all that. Focus myself on the road and just still capture it, hoping that it got captured. It did capture well, really well. Turning the camera upside down and riding, making sure that the cops don't catch me in doing all the nonsense and such. Okay, and there are really beautiful buildings here, and trust me, each and every building is occupied. And I don't know if there are so many citizens here, but it is all occupied. It is really occupied as such. I don't see anything which says it's for sale, it's for sale, it's for sale. I mean, unless if it's a new project which is coming up, I think it'll be sold much before it is even built. Okay, but it's hats off, man. This is what town management, town planning, is supposed to be. Really, don't you think so? And here, you won't believe. I would also want to emphasize. We got, let's say, we got Toyota showroom in India. We got Honda showrooms in India. But also, I would want to tell you here the models that you'll find, you will not find it in India. The same brand, so many models they have, so many models. Okay, and the petrol is cheap here. Literally, that's why they don't hesitate in even to rip, but everybody will maintain the speed which has been told to them, that they will not exceed it. On the right, do you see the ocean? We are actually circled around the coast side we are actually going, but there you can't get into the water. You can't get into the water. That's how it is. So we're trying to find a place where we can go. I think Batu Firangi is the place that we can get into water, but I am not a swimmer, so you know what I will do, right? Oh man, there is so much to learn, you know, and so beautiful the countries are, and so beautiful these people are. Seriously, I'm telling you, I've not seen anybody fighting over anything as such. No petty fights and things like that. And why doesn't it happen in India? I'm just giving you an idea. Is it that I thought till my last breath I just wanted to be in India such, and one good move that I came out of India only to see such beauty. Look at this building. It has very less floors. Okay, each floor, the roof height is quite high. So maybe they have a mezzanine floor or something like that on each floor, everything, I think, and other thing that it is, probably he would have sold it at a higher price. Everywhere the floor height is less. Normally what you require is what you get, but there, what that particular building, I did notice that the floor height of each floor, each unit was pretty high. There's some construction which is happening, but probably you come half a season or 6 months later, probably you will see nothing of that sort here. This is one of the old buildings that I'm seeing, but they've not demolished it or anything of that sort, but they're leaving it old town as how it is. And this is the floating mosque, they say, on the right, that you see that. It's a floating mosque. They say it's floating, but it's not floating. On the pillars they've built a mosque on the ocean, but they call it floating mosque. I went and explored and all that, but I didn't find anything great, so I moved. Not that I don't visit mosque and all that. I do visit. I've seen so many in India. Okay, there is another opening here. You can get there. There are people, with the carts and all that, for eating. People have stopped and all that. There's small beach as such, but I'm looking for a big beach. I hope Batu Firangi doesn't disappoint me. I also heard that from there you can actually do a trek, to go to a monkey island where there are a lot of monkeys is what they say, and that's a 4-hour trek is what they're talking about it. So these are the resorts on the left, watching the bay. You can sit in it. Well, here we are. So I'm going to show you some drone shots and all that, and that's where we'll end it. We'll see how it looks. See, from eye level, it looks one thing, but higher up when you send the camera, you will definitely get to see something else. So let's see if we do see something else. Do you? Not it. When I tilt it up, when I take it up, you should see. Look at that! Look at the beauty. They've not overcrowded it. Like buildings after buildings after buildings after buildings. You don't find it like that. You will see that in Da Nang in Vietnam. Haven't you seen that? Oh man, I've been traveling Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand. Now I'm in what is this, Malaysia. So you can actually, you don't have to Google for your travel. Come to my channel. That's more than enough. You will get to see everything and everything. Seriously. See, this is an island that which is sitting on top of the ocean. In the island that we are on, we got mountains. We got mountains, tall mountains. I mean, Thailand is also blessed, that way. Koh Samui or Langkawi in Malaysia. Okay, island which has got, which is, it's just not just a small island which is sitting up. You got mountains. You got mountains. You wish to trek, you can trek. Seriously, I'm telling you, you could do a lot of things. For somebody, see, this is my 21st day that I'm in Malaysia. Only two places I've seen. In one place itself, there is so much to explore. I mean, the culture is so different. The food is so different. There are so many places that you would want to eat. And, if you eat in one place, then don't think that you've eaten everything and you've explored the whole of Penang or Malaysia as such. That's what people do. Stay in one place. I mean, you might have 3 meals a day. So that means you stay 7 days, you'll only see 21 restaurants. You think there are only 21 restaurants in one city? No way. Identifying the right restaurant to get there to eat, their cuisine is different. Okay. Here you need to also understand that this is a little more expensive to live in as compared to Langkawi. Okay, Langkawi is probably one-fourth the price that you will actually spend in Penang. I'm not too sure how Kuala Lumpur is, or Malacca, which I've got plans to go. And there are other places that I would want to explore, like Cameron Highlands and all that. Basically, a tea garden, tea estate, and all that. Probably I'll do it in the next trip. I don't want to rush and rush because I just want to see everything and anything in one particular place. But definitely, even after that, being so patient, I'm sure that I will miss out. I will definitely miss a lot of things and such. Okay, and then the crib that, oh man, I was there and I didn't see it. And if you're just gonna make a note of these are the places that I will see and go back, probably you would have hardly seen anything as such. If you look at the length of the beach, how beautiful this beach is. For swimmers, this is paradise. This is heaven on earth. For non-swimmers like me, it's a trouble. Unless I've got a lifeguard, literally sitting and watching me. Otherwise, I'm going to drown. Now, this is where I thought I am. Let me chase this guy. I don't know how many ringgits he had paid, to to sit on this jet ski. But for me, it's free of cost. I'm going to go chase it. That's the beauty, when you start enjoying life, you're gonna capture so many things, not only with your eyes, which is already captured in your memory as such, also real footage. Okay, and saying that, I think I need to bring the drone down and then say adios from here, because I'm gonna head out. Okay, let's see how it's going to be. I'm not too sure. I'm confused whether I'm going to take a flight to Kuala Lumpur, or I take a bus, which is going to be half the price of the flight. I've still not decided what am I going to do about it, and whatever I decide, I will let you know, and I will show you, whether to take that path or not to take that path. So that's one of the reasons why I think you should follow me. You should hit that subscribe button and stay with me. Saying that, till I see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, stay alive. Bye from here.